Hello, everyone, and welcome to Countless Heroes. Welcome to this beautiful Saturday afternoon in September, or Trilaris, as it is in the game. We appreciate you being here, and we're going to just kind of pop right into it. So, last night, you discovered several new things. You discovered a new kind of Nocturne. You discovered a new, potentially, a new resistance organization. GB is decided that he doesn't like either. Pretty much. GB went for a swim.
Twice.
Twice. I'm trying to look at the description I put on. The characters take an A-ticket boat ride, and Pest gets in line for an E-ticket roller coaster. That's what it was. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. Pesk goes out on a date, so we're going to see some downtime, see how that is. If you want to see how her date went, you can check it out on our website, probably sometime in the middle of next week. There's several downtimes that kind of went off last night.
Hey, Logan, what's our website?
nerdsmith.org/countless-heroes.
Thank you.
Or one of the moderators could just post it. That would be helpful too.
I hear you.
Why is there nothing in my chat? Oh, because I just left and came back. That's right. Okay. Not much else happened in that. Pip, what was the last thing that happened to you in town?
Pip does not remember.
Okay. What was the last thing that happened to you?
I was in the crypts. Freeing some prisoners, yeah.
So when they say scatter and go to ground, you went for a full week.
Yeah.
You like, I'm out.
Yeah, he pretty much didn't do anything for the entire week other than just going to work and then coming back. Just trying to stay low as much as he can for being 8 foot tall. But he's quiet, so no big deal.
Very cool. Oh, Lark had a date too. That's right.
A little last minute. Date is very generous of you.
That'll be another one that we'll have to.
It was just
brownies. Get a downtime for
brownie tasting.
You're welcome.
brownie tasting.
Uh-huh.
They weren't very good, Lark. She doesn't eat. I bet they were missing some key ingredients.
You can't forget the salt.
Ooh.
I learned that.
It's the whole baking
3 or
powder
4
versus
cups of
baking
salt.
soda dilemma.
Oh, that's too much.
It's granulated white. What's the difference? I don't.
I think Syl would want to avoid anything granulated in white at the moment.
Yes, please.
Well, there's that. It's like half of baking. I mean, like everything you
Yeah,
put
that's
into
true.
it was granulated in white. All right. So
I'm not crying. It's just the onions.
Foxy, what was last
Don't worry
name?
about it.
What was last
Wait,
thing
why'd
you
you
were
put onions in brownies?
about? It's a horrible, horrible thing to ask Soxy.
The last thing that I was in, because I ended up having to skip a day earlier this week, was when we tried to talk to Trey for the first time
Oh, okay.
and
All right.
got attacked by a Nocturne, and Pinball's tower got utterly destroyed.
All right, that's right. Which is now almost completely rebuilt. A lot of people have been on board. I need to send a little message to Mike real quick, and then we'll get going.
The next time someone tried to talk to Trey, or at least the last time someone talked to Trey, Trey talked back with his fist. That was successful.
Ocean rolled 2 nat 1s to communicate with Trey, and that's
Yep.
what happens.
Rolling at advantage. It'll
But
do
he's
you
not
in.
good.
But he's okay now. They got it out of their system. And Syl hung out with Trey last night as just sort of a like, you're doing real good, buddy. I'm real proud of you. Because we heard tell of him gaining a bit more sentience, hanging out with people more before we found him. And so that might be something. He might start remembering things and having sort of higher cognitive function, which is very endearing to Syl, since that's sort of where the Goa came from. That's sort of their origins.
All right, there you go, Mike. Just gives you a little insight, one way or the other, into how last night probably went. So you have a little bit of frame of reference when you write, and how you, if it gets brought up today. And, all right. So. Hi guys,
Hello.
Hi.
how are you all?
Doing okay?
Good.
Yep.
I have better internet now.
Excellent.
We seem to as well. Sorry about last night, guys.
I was
seemed-
holding it against you, but
It seemed to work okay for Syl as long as she spoke like this.
Yeah,
It worked okay.
we'll get it fixed.
I have a potential backup next time if something breaks. We'll try it.
Excellent.
Dial up.
My phone's data plan.
Ooh. Sad that.
It would result in lower quality, but you wouldn't get interruptions.
You
It
can't
would
get your
just be
condenser
there.
mic to go into your phone? Come on.
Man,
Is there an alternative service provider there that
Nope.
offers? Yeah, of course. Yeah, we have AT&T as an alternative here, but they're still on like DSL speeds, so you get like 3 megabits per second. That's enough to do nothing.
When you're
Basically
in-
enough to watch text sites.
yeah, when you're in like apartment complexes, it's like whatever they have a deal with. You don't really have options.
Really? Oh,
A lot of times.
that's ridiculous. All right.
because it requires them to run a separate cable out to the street, and a lot of times the landlords don't want extra holes in the walls.
I don't think they, at least in California, I'm
It's-
pretty sure they can't stop you. You have to be able to take whichever provider you want. There's no restrictions. They can't restrict it. At
It's
least
an
that's every
example of
place
the
I've
last
been.
mile problem.
Anyway,
Mhm. You are
D&D?
in business. Mhm. D&D. I guess
No,
if
we're-
you guys want to.
We're playing businesses
So-
and briefcases. What are you talking about?
Business isn't briefcase today. The last mile.
We're
pass
going
is
to a
calculated
B&B?
by-
We're shopping
Yes.
for ISPs right now. It's a shopping episode.
Ooh.
You forgot
Right,
the mustard
everyone.
on the hot dog from the cart outside.
Roll Constitution.
Ah, relish the thought.
Oh god.
Oh dear.
And here I was thinking that after missing so many games that I would never catch up.
I saw that one coming.
I let you have that one. I was there, and I was like, no, he'll get it.
Mustard, we all continue then.
So GB, this morning you're going to be delivering a pie, I believe.
I am.
All right. So you take your pie over to the beer forge as it is opening. I said it right. Jesus, sorry. So you take your pie over to the beer forge as it's opening, and Ivy sees you coming in. How do you carry a pie?
Sam's carrying it.
So that's your unseen servant.
It is, yeah. So
You
it's
give
just
him an
floating
hour
next to
time.
me.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like you should give him a coat so people don't run into the pie.
I mean, they're not going to run into the pie. They can see the pie. Pie's not unseen.
Someone's like, "Ooh, floating pie."
And worst case scenario, we've got a great comedy sketch.
Yeah, that's true. So you take it over to Ivy and sit down at the counter and jump up there and she says, "Hello,
I made you a pie.
I see that. What kind of pie?"
It's a meat and sausage pie.
Oh, so it's good for breakfast.
Mhm.
She pours a beer. You want something?
Just a water.
All right. She'll put water in a bowl. Bowl or mug? What do you prefer?
How about a wide mug? We'll compromise.
Okay. She pulls out one of those big, wide coffee mugs and fills it with water and puts it up. She starts cutting off a piece of pie. Do you want one?
Yeah, sure.
She'll
I-
cut you out a piece of pie. Put it on a plate next to you. She just starts digging in. Give me a... What do we use for cooking? What have we used in the past? Crafting? Do we have
crafting?
crafting?
It's whatever
Do we have
skill is
crafting?
most appropriate.
If it's
Survival might fit actually
Yeah,
because
sure.
you have to
Yeah,
know
sure.
what to mix together so that it doesn't kill you.
18.
All right. Oh, it's very good.
Yeah, so it's got some sausage in it, and that's the spicy part. I can't have too much sausage, so I cut it with some. I feel bad about this, but goat. It's goat.
What's wrong with goat?
Well, when you're friends with a few of them, it makes it a little awkward.
That's why we don't eat dog anymore. She grins. I
Fair
joke
enough.
that it's probably very much from your childhood, and that it's gone for a very long time, I'm sure.
Yeah, if I could go vegetarian, I would, but it's not in my constitution.
Well, you should rewrite it.
I think amend.
I
is
guess I
the word
could
you're looking for.
try. That wasn't really my goal with. Get a what now?
Convention. Constitutional convention.
Oh, I think I need more people for that.
Well, I mean, maybe.
Gotta have at least one guy named John.
Yeah, that's true. So you tell him to sit down.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I mean, we don't have to rewrite the words that way.
That's true.
Is this just counting as one? It's all
It's
just
one
counting.
scene's worth of sure.
Bullshit! I call bullshit. I got
It was
a wild
one
magic surge.
continuous joke. There was
Oh, was
nothing in
sinking
between.
the entire scene, Logan. I think the
Yeah,
Titanic jokes
but
were
you-
valid.
No. I disagree. If
Besides,
we
that worked out
stop
really well.
and say something else and then go back to it, that's a new reference.
Ugh. It's half a second delay. Bullshit.
That's what
All
you
right.
get for messing up the Super Bowl, Ange.
Right? Stop deflating those balls.
This was all my fault in the first place, so oh well.
Hey, Ivy, have you
Yeah?
heard of
There's nobody else in here.
Just gotta check. Uh, have you ever heard of the Mark of the Five or the Five? It's an organization. Okay, thanks.
No. What do they like? Do high fives or something?
Maybe that'd be a good secret handshake for him,
No.
or a bad one.
Probably a bad one.
Yeah.
Like
They
you said, when they do a high five to you, you're like, oh, they're totally cool.
They allegedly perpetrated the sphering of the ship yesterday. If you heard of that,
I don't usually get my news until I'm open.
That's fair. Yeah, but it was midday. Well, anyway, there was a ferry that we were on that we were taking across the river, and a big sphere of light shot out of it, and then there was half of the front of the boat was gone. Ship,
Wow, how many people
boat,
were hurt?
ferry. I don't know. I think we got most of the people onto. Well, I didn't, but other people got people onto lifeboats.
Were you worried about displacement again?
I was very worried about
I
displacement.
told you that's not a thing. It's just a myth.
Displacement beasts have been the cause of many people dying. I don't know. I will not hear anything of it. I read it in a book.
All right. Fuck you.
Now I'm just picturing like little puppy GB afraid to go sleep in the room by himself because displacer beasts might get him.
He's just barking at the full bathtub.
Yeah.
Displacement shock is going to get you. All right.
Get out of the way, fat pup.
Get out of that dark water.
God damn it. Do I have during the break, if we have moderation privileges, I can try to provide context for that shit.
Have you seen our audience? They know. Yes, but you do. You should have mod privileges now.
Yeah.
That way you won't get bitten by the night
Too
bot.
many caps.
I increased it to 50 and then somebody else did it. And I'm like, come on, people.
It's an arms race.
So I turned them all off because Nightbot got a little snippy, like really rude. I was like, okay, I got to see if I can change up their little notifications. It was
Thank you,
All right.
Tessa, for continuing the joke in chat.
Hold on. There we go. I've hidden the chat. I am done.
Thank you.
Good God. All right. So
So anyway, the Mark of the Five was on the ship. It's like this, and he draws it with his fingernail on the. He just does this with his paws, and it creates four little slash marks, and he.
that's a 5. Yep.
Yeah. So maybe it is with the high fiving, because I mean the mark isn't super. It could be confusing. But anyway, then this Nocturne showed up, and she had a voice and a face, and was a person. So that's weird. Anyway, you don't know anything about it, so this is mostly just for the audience.
Wait, the Nocturne spoke?
Yeah. I named her Amy, and she seemed okay with that.
You can't name a Nocturne. It's not going to follow you home.
Oh no, she didn't. She flew away. Syl wasn't super happy about the name afterwards.
No, hold on. The Nocturne flew
Mhm.
and spoke to you and had a face.
And
Are you sure it wasn't just somebody in armor?
No, but she didn't have a name, so
So you're not sure that
Correct.
it's not somebody in armor. Okay.
I'm not sure of much at this point.
Sorry, buddy.
It's okay. It's fun. It's an adventure.
Okay, I suppose it is. Alrighty, buddy. Well,
You want to come play today? I'm gonna go see my
Um,
friends. We're gonna get lunch at the Beer Forge.
yeah, I'll be there, buddy.
Good. Awesome.
I thought you were at the Beer Forge.
We
Mhm.
are.
We are.
Okay. I want to make sure I wasn't insane.
I was like, what?
Because either you were or someone was missing a joke. Like, it was just on the ground waiting for you.
Yeah, no, I'll be there, buddy. Goodbye. I think you might have hit on
Goodbye.
something here.
And he starts walking away.
Done on it then.
Primeheart, what are you doing?
Other than what normally he does, would he have any kind of ceremonies going on today?
Ceremonies?
Right, marriages, funerals.
I mean, nothing I can think of.
Then he would just be carrying a barrel of the soil from the Skyroot forest because it's really good. It has good nutrients in it. That's what he uses to grow his stuff. So he would be taking that to the tea garden and then replanting stuff.
Okay.
That's it. Just
All right.
working.
Sounds good. Soxy?
I would say generally for probably all the time she's been gone, she's just been working and trying to keep her head down with all the craziness that we had happen. Yes, lots of sign spinning.
You gotta
Angela,
keep your head down because you don't want to hit your head on the sign.
right? Yeah, no, smacking yourself in the face with a plywood sign, not a good plan. Um,
No, it's not.
and she's probably also been spending not every night, but at least a few nights hiding up at pinballs in the sky just because she's concerned about the nocturne situation.
Okay. Sounds fine. Pip.
Pip has realized that climbing onto people's boats and directing them to the nearest eateries has not been a very productive work, lucrative work endeavor. So instead, he has started going to the houses in the Pearl District, advertising his services to communicate with their pets to make sure that the pets are happy. And if they wanted to communicate anything to their pets, that Pip would be more than happy to be the medium, if you will.
Pip the pet psychic.
You have to show who is Alpha Farosh.
All right. So you were offering to talk. Will the pets be able to talk back?
Yes, I can communicate with animals when I cast the spell.
Okay. How often can you cast the spell?
At will.
Oh Jesus! All right. Okay.
Viable
so,
business model.
Yeah. No, I think this is pretty good. Most people are not really that interested. They're not sure they want to know what their pets are saying, but you'll find a few that are very interested. Like one guy has a couple of dogs, and he asked you to ask several questions like, are you getting enough food? Am I feeding you too much? Do you leave hungry? Do you have any pain? If so, let me know and I will get it fixed. That type of thing. Just things he's always wanted to ask his dog, but couldn't.
You would be every veterinarian's fucking best friend because they can't tell us, and it's so frustrating.
On On a scale of 1 to 5, how much does it hurt?
On a scale of 1 to 5, what? You cut out.
Barks.
Sparks.
I like it.
All right. So that's pretty good. I like that. That's neat. Sil?
Syl washed her feet, and it's the weirdest thing that's like a habitual way to answer that question. Syl did her maintenance for the day with the airshell rot. She painted her face, and then she took a big old bucket of black paint and went to a number of parks around town that she knows that whatever frequents, and finds park benches and trees and stuff, and draws like flowers and clouds and birds and cats, and but all in black on like a bunch of surfaces, just as sort of a I know you're gonna be here at some point.
Yeah.
A couple of broken swing sets.
Show up while you're there, but yes, I'm sure it's gonna be very appreciated. Mark, what are you doing?
He is going to
Leave Jastras.
to the. He's gonna wake up. Oh, well, yeah, he's already awake. He's gonna leave the Erastus estate and head to Green Iron Village, if he can.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. All right. It does take a while to get out there. So are you leaving fairly
I
early?
woke up really early.
Okay. All right.
Like
so
I
that's
didn't get
fine.
any sleep at all.
Right. So I didn't sleep at all last night. Do, 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 do.
Is it still called a walk of shame if he has none?
No.
The walk of sham. Wow.
Ballyhoo, the walk of Ballyhoo.
It's a walk of ballyhoo. And yeah, right. So yeah, you start heading out to the Green Iron Village. Head into the air root forest, and you take a few an hour and a half or so to walk the distance out there, looking at the marks on the trees, like you've been taught to kind of find your way to this place. As you get there, you see that there have been several looks like renovations. Looks like they actually have a large structure, like a building now. That's about the size of a fairly small, like a small apartment, really. It's huge for them. It's about twice as big as their biggest hut. But it's like all enclosed, and it's got this big smokestack that's like just kind of pouring out smoke right now. And the smokestack actually goes up and through the trees, so it doesn't like blacken the trees underneath, because their canopy is still very solid.
He's gonna just stand at the entrance and just kind of wait for somebody to notice him.
All right. As after a little while, a couple of goblins will just kind of walk by and see you standing there. They just kind of like watch you and keep walking. They don't seem to acknowledge you. They'll wave, but they don't seem to do anything.
He's just gonna stand there for a bit.
Okay.
Till he only knows like a few of them.
All right. After a while, Tinker, you'll see Tinker kind of wandering around. He's walking over to this new building. He's got such a bad perception. Oh, all right. He kind of looks over.
May I come in?
Yes.
Thank you. And he walks in to under the canopy.
You're always welcome here. You know that.
I wasn't sure. I hadn't been invited in. That's partly why I'm here.
To be invited?
No, to learn. No. To make up for not being invited in a past. It's a memory now. I would like you to make something.
Ah. Be right back. And he heads off.
I follow him.
All right. He goes up to the larger of all of the huts, and he pops in. Do you follow him inside?
Yeah, I go in because he's in. He said I'm welcome.
All right. So you follow him inside. He like stops just inside, and he kind of turns around and looks at you and shakes his head and keeps walking. Goes to it's only like 3 little rooms in here. They're only like little half walls, but you can actually kind of see almost everything in this hut. And you see another goblin in there, kind of a little bit bigger, beefier. He's got a bunch of like he's changing in one of the back stalls. He's got a bunch of scars on his back, kind of this black hair that's kind of in a pompadour, I think it's called, the kind of swoopy forward sort of hairstyle. And he's putting on a shirt, and Tinker goes over there and says, "Hey, I got a guy here who wants to do some work." Yeah, and he kind of just waves him off.
What is happening?
The two of them kind of turn and look at you. And the boss looks at Tinker, just kind of like, would you mind waiting outside?
Certainly, thank you. And he goes outside and he waits.
All right. A few minutes later, Tinker comes out and says, he'll be right with you. And he goes off.
So that was Boss? Because I'd met him.
Yeah, but he didn't really see who you were.
Good. Okay.
A few minutes later, Boss comes out, puts on his jacket.
Hello, Boss.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I could be better if somebody's busting in on me when I'm changing, but that's okay.
I was invited in
I don't think that's true.
by Tinker.
I doubt that very much.
I will come back later and have a item to give you in the future for interrupting you and interrupting this place without getting permission as well.
What?
I would like something made.
All right, we can do. That's what we do here. We make stuff.
It is a gift for Mo.
Who the hell is Mo?
He
Oh, he's that freaky little thing that Pinball has.
friendly the little thing, yes.
All right, friendly little freaky thing. We didn't make him.
No. I accidentally stepped over the bounds. I feel horrible and I'm ashamed and I didn't ask permission to come over. And I would like to give him a forgive me gift.
Oh yeah. Okay, we can help you with that. What kind of thing are you looking to do?
I would like to get him a endless oil canter.
And a decanter of endless oil?
Yes.
Like vegetable or what?
The type that you put on machines.
Okay.
I think it's
all right.
like oily.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we can do that. We can do something like that. But that sounds, you say endless, like you want to just be like have a big sort of reservoir or what?
Magical.
Oh, so we have to subcontract.
Maybe. I do not know your ways, and I do not have any money. I would like to do this for, like, work.
Okay, that's going to be a lot of work. You know that, right? I mean, it's a very expensive item, what you're looking for.
Okay. He is worth it.
Okay. I mean, all right, I will talk to one of my vendors, and I'll find out exactly what they want in exchange, and we'll see if maybe we can't work out some sort of deal here.
Very well.
But I would guess anything worth that much, if you want to be quick and not like you working for the next year and a half or something, I'm going to guess that it's going to be something very dangerous. I mean, are you okay with that? Like something I wouldn't even send Patsy to do.
He can come along.
Oh, thank you. I'll just risk not only losing the deal because you die, but also my tester. Sure, yeah. The best tester we've ever had. No, that's not happening.
Well, I am willing to do whatever. I could also pay
That
some
sounds like a
to
really
offset
strange
costs.
thing because I know a dude named whatever, and that's really freaking me out right now.
He goes by Dub now.
Does he? I don't think he said that.
Well,
He's never
one of
told
my
me
friends
that. But
told
then
me.
again, he don't tell me not a lot of things. He just said he liked my jacket.
It is a very nice jacket.
Yeah, I think he's just got a thing for black.
Yes, he does. So, that is all I came by. I will give my sorry, forgive me gift to you later for entering your hut. It is very nice.
Okay, whatever. You don't owe me anything. It's all right. Seriously, I got a lot of people that give me gifts all the time. They usually end up in the trash. So, it's just there's not a lot of room in that hut.
You should donate them.
Most of the time, they're not worth donating. I would not wish them on my worst enemy. One of the goblins one time, they're into woodworking, but then they made me a mug out of clay. I tell you, this thing, it could have destroyed nations if you had given it as a gift. Like there would have been war if you had given this to a gift to anyone else.
Did it look like Soxy?
But Soxy is beautiful. She's all beautiful and green and stuff. What do you mean?
I agree.
I don't understand. It sort of
Because it
looked
was a
like
fox.
GB when he's walking away.
Tail up or down?
There's kind of tail up. There's kind of this flipper to the top of it.
I am sorry that I pictured that now.
Me too.
So are we.
Understand
It is
the
good that you
problem
have thrown
with
that
getting
away.
gifts all the time for people trying to suck up to me. It's just not something I need anymore. But if you must, I mean, I understand some people have customs and things. That's fine, but just understand that there's a chance if it might end up in the goblin.
Very well. I will be back later to see what I owe you.
Excellent. I'm going to go ahead and talk to my vendor today, and maybe I'll have something for you later.
Thank you. Goodbye.
All right. You have a wonderful day, Mr. Locke.
He turns and leaves.
Okay. It looks like the thing that Tinker was this new hut looks like some sort of smoker. It's got towards the back of it as you come from this side. Now you see there's these large stoves, two big stoves of fire, and especially designed to kind of feed smoke into this larger chamber. So it looks like they got some sort of meat smoker. Alrighty. I think that was everyone. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we're getting to around the noonish hour, and that means you guys are going to start heading over to meet for lunch. I mean, GB, you had a few hours there. Was there anything else you went off to do in particular?
No, I think I just probably went back to the shop and cooked.
And Syl, you may have been umming a little earlier, like you had something else to do.
No, the paint could easily take up most of her day to a lot of parks.
Sure. All right, so you guys head over to the Fearfort, and GB, Pip, and Soxy will probably be the first to arrive. It is not that busy. Saturday brunch.
Hi guys, how have you been?
Good.
Pomeranians have lots of problems.
No.
What's a Pomeranian?
It's a very small dog.
Me.
Oh, you mean one of those little fluff ball ones that looks like you could kick it across the room?
You can kick them across the room. That was
Don't
one of
do
the
that.
problems.
I'm not going to do that, GB, but I mean, they're really tiny.
They are very small.
I'm sorry, GB. I'm not going to kick a dog across the room, I promise.
Okay.
And Pip was not kicking dogs across the room.
I
Pip-
figured.
Pip was helping your puppy friends communicate with their masters.
Oh, cool.
This is a thing that Pip can do. It is how he has so many cat friends.
I assumed that most of the communication was just like more treats, more walks, more pets.
This was much of the communication, yes.
Yeah. I remember.
I do not understand the tendency for the sniffing of.
It's a compatibility thing. Sure for sort of enjoy each other's scents or don't, depending on sexual compatibility.
Pip has very, very strong scent.
Yes. And we're not compatible.
Pip was not asking.
Fair enough.
But thank you for clarifying.
It's like that, but with everyone. And it's not necessarily sexual.
Alright, so it's like you're trying to figure out something about them by sniffing them?
Sure. It'd be like going up to a human and saying, "Hey, let me see your fingerprint." It's like that.
Okay.
Alright, I'll take your word for it.
Okay.
Pip does not have fingers per se. The sailors at the docks refer to them as toe beans.
That's an uncomfortable word.
That's
All
true.
right,
I don't
Time
have
will show up next.
I don't have normal hands either. My fingers are a few less than you guys.
Only one. Oh, hey, Primarch.
Hello, GB. It's a good to see you.
Nice to see you too. You
Hello,
always-
hunting buddy.
You always look so
Hello.
severe. Are you doing okay?
I'm okay. Yeah, just tired.
Would pets help?
Pets are always helpful. Sure.
He comes over and starts this on him.
He pets you back. Just good dog.
Pip will walk over behind GB and start petting GB.
Gonna happen.
I feel like we should train.
Soxy goes up behind Pip and starts petting Pip.
This is the best plan.
Still walks in.
Hey, so there's more room.
She waves with her hand. There's just like smears of black all over her. I don't think anybody wants me to pet them right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
We could grab stiff brush and give you scrubbies.
Okay, I did that this
Did you-
morning.
I could digitate some of the paint off.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
You guys' audio's cutting out.
Yeah, and
Oh,
we have red.
lovely.
I put it in a chat.
Any better?
Yes.
We'll have to see. Sometimes it goes from green to red very, like now. It's not on you guys. It's us. Continue.
Then Lark walks in.
Hello, Lark. Pip would wave at you, but Pip's hands are occupied.
What are you? Can I join?
Why not?
Who's last in
Tremor.
line?
Premar is sitting cross-legged on the floor, and he's just
Right
reaching
now.
out pets.
He's gonna go up beside Soxy and start, like, kind of patting her
Ooh.
head.
Not the antenna.
And he avoids the antenna and the
Yep.
eyes.
Yes, not those either.
It's probably a good thing that it's not very crowded.
It should be very crowded. Everyone should be joining.
I don't think everyone likes pets the same way that some of us seem to, though.
Then those people are wrong, and Pip does not want to meet them. Pip does not need this kind of negativity in his life.
Fair enough.
So did anyone have anything they wanted to do today?
Nothing specific.
I have already signed my life away with the Green Iron Village.
No.
So what?
Very dangerous task.
Yes.
Oh, can we help?
When I'm told what it is, you are welcome to help.
Oh, good.
What exactly are you trying to get from the Green Iron Goblins that's going to cost your life?
It is a gift for Mo.
It.
Very practical.
Oh, what kind of gift?
It supplies oil endlessly.
Couldn't you just get a subscription to a service that sends you oil every month?
I did not think of that.
Well, that sounds cool, though.
Maybe I should talk to you more often. Or write my thoughts down in the book so you can read them in the morning.
Well, maybe we could just start meeting for breakfast.
Pip would not be opposed to this.
Same.
We start our day earlier than sometimes.
Yeah, I'd be alright with that. As long as I have time to periodically go do my job, and she, shifts her sign so it shows.
Oh,
What
what's
does the
that
sign
say?
to- Yes, what he said.
What?
It's not a very good sign. We can't read it. It's invisible to Andy.
Oh. I don't have an actual sign. There's nothing made. I can write something on paper and hold it in front
No,
of my
what
face.
does it
The sign.
say?
What does the sign say?
Oh, yeah, it's a bit different. They just changed it. I guess they wanted something that was a little more black and white, so it stood out against me. So it's just got a cave picture on it with hot water, steam, and it says something. I don't remember the spa's name right now. It says the spa's name on it in Pearl District. Yeah, I mean, they kept it simple because I stand out, so they were trying not to clash with it. But on days where it's darker or where I'm feeling like I want more color anyway, she flips it over, and the other side is a brightly colored version of the same thing. They
All
probably
good purpose.
look the same to GB.
Well, I was thinking... I didn't really know how to do this myself. I was thinking of maybe trying to figure out who or what the 5 are. You know, the mark of 5 that I wrote about in the book yesterday.
This is a good option.
That's definitely not a bad idea. We could check Pinball's library. We could also see if we could talk to Zreet or Afra or somebody who knows more about the groups in town.
Of us. We could try though.
That's true, it might be. I don't know how recent the stuff in his library is. I don't go there and read very often.
It's all really complicated and very high level. Not so much with the political subdivisions of the city. But I don't really know where to start. I tried with Ivy, but she didn't know anything. Zreet and anyone else in the resistance might be good. I guess if maybe we're on the same side. I don't know.
Maybe Juvia knows.
Javea?
Javea. I don't know words. You should know this by now.
It's all right. I don't know a lot of things, including myself. But it would probably be a good idea to check with Zreet Atira, just because we don't know if they're on our side or not. We don't know if we should try to help them or not, and we might want to know that before we run into them again.
Pip was supposed to receive mission from the Zreet lady. He never did. So Pip worked. There was giant party. Many elbows were rubbed. Pip did not rub any elbows.
There was also a bunch of people that died, so...
And Pip did not get to kill any of them.
That's true. I'm sorry.
It's okay. There will be other times for killing.
Well, maybe this pet translating job will be a better one for you.
Don't kill the pets.
Pet translating. He's talking to the pets and then talking to the owners, right?
Right.
Yep.
So he's translating for the owners.
He's sad because he didn't get to kill anyone.
Any bad people. Pip,
Okay, good.
Pip does not kill indiscriminately.
That's good.
Pip, if you need any help with any unruly pets, feel free to tell me. I can put them into line.
Pip has heard of someone using exotic pets with some large snail of some sort. Maybe you could help.
As long as they are a beast, I can help. I can't help, I don't know, monstrosities.
Pip will not know until he arrives.
I'll come with you.
Okay. But maybe Zreet lady first.
That sounds good.
All right, so should we finish up our lunch and then go signal Zreet?
We
See if
haven't
can
even begun
talk to
lunch
her?
yet.
That's why I said finish lunch, because we've got to actually eat something before we go
would have
somewhere.
to begin it to finish it.
We're waiting on one more person. Ivy's joining us today.
Oh, all right.
Is she coming to the beer forge today?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to
She
walk
didn't-
the 10 feet from the bar to the table.
She is always here.
I was gonna say, you sure she just wasn't being sarcastic that she was gonna work at the beer ford?
Lark will get up and go over to the counter.
Okay.
Is Ivy there?
Yeah, I was there.
More importantly, is there a pie there on the counter?
No, probably got pretty much eaten by the staff. There's an empty pie tin. It's been cleaned.
Are you coming with us today, Ivy?
I'm
After lunch.
working. What did GB tell you?
That you would be joining us today.
Well, he was wrong. He misunderstood. I was going to be here at the beer forge, like I always am. I thought he was being sarcastic. I should know better. I know.
You would
Well, I
not
would like
give... Go ahead, sorry.
Go ahead. I would like a glass
Go
of
ahead.
milk,
And
And-
she put it in your mouth.
some vegetables, and I'm going to eat over there. Thank you.
So
You-
she creates a whole big platter of food and actually just brings it over, brings everyone over their drinks, and she does sit with you for a little bit.
You
Make small talk.
you were not here while the unruly people were here. So you're not always. Which means you get away sometimes. Which means you should come with us today. So you should come with us today.
This milk tastes better without glitter.
Who's putting glitter in your mouth?
Well, it was this, honestly, it was Rosie. She
Sounds
dumped a
about right.
bucket of glitter on
Yes,
Pest
Yeah, I have told her that there's no more glitter in her act.
and everything.
It gets everywhere.
And
She tried to
stays.
argue it wasn't her act. It was Swayze's or Swazi's or whatever the hell his name is.
This is Tiny Frogman.
Yeah.
Oh, I've
He's
heard
adorable.
about him. Isn't he really tiny?
He's about 2 feet tall. A little shorter than Rosie. A hell of a dancer.
Was he unruly?
No.
Grungs are nice.
No, he was fine. A lot of glitter though. He cleaned it for a couple of hours.
I'm so sorry.
Ivy, I found some glitter under my chair. It's really pretty.
It's all yours.
Thank you.
It's gonna be here for years.
I hope so.
Possibly more.
After I'm dead, my grandchildren will be finding it here.
I will tell them the tale.
That's enough lunch for today. She grabs another skewer and her beer. Have fun, guys.
Thanks, Ivy.
She is not joining us, JB.
Yeah, I figured. I gotta ask, though. She never goes on field trips with me.
Sometimes it is just important to ask.
At least she feels included.
She does go on walkabouts. Maybe you should ask her to go on a walkabout with you.
I think she objected when I used that word.
She doesn't like walking.
I think the point was she went somewhere nearby. I'm not sure. She was a little cagey about it.
People use cages to catch crabs.
And rabbits.
Pip prefers rope snares.
Raccoons.
Rope snares?
Rope
Oh.
snares.
Rope snares. Got it. Got
Yes.
it. I thought you were trying to say lobster for a second.
Sometimes the rope snares will hurt them. The cages are nicer. You don't hurt them.
What? Hold on, I'm clipping that one.
The way he said it, for a split second, I was like, is he trying to say lobster with a really weird accent? I don't understand.
Lobe stare.
Rob Snare Lobster.
Yeah.
Perfect. Done.
I think that's a character from Dr. McNinja, but I could be mistaken.
Right.
Okay, well, if we're not waiting for Ivy, we should just, Zreet! That's right. Let's go!
All right. Is everyone done eating?
Always.
Yeah.
No. You can't be done until you've started. You just
Sorry.
determined that.
I didn't ascribe to that reality.
All right. So you guys head out. You start walking down the beer forge. You're heading towards one of the safe houses.
Walk, 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 walk.
As you come around the next corner in a long stretch of the Barrel Run, up ahead you see a Nocturne walking this way. Just patrol.
Regular or silver?
Regular.
Tinge.
Just plain, kind of walking down the street slowly.
Primeheart stiffens up.
Lark, out of curiosity, waves at the Nocturne.
It does not seem to acknowledge you. At one point, about 60 feet in front of you, it stops and just kind of turns and looks into an empty building right there. Just its head kind of turns to the side.
Syl,
Out front.
oh,
Sorry, go ahead.
Syl has paperwork in her pocket that she sort of gets her hand on, and sort of, as they continue walking, just sort of waiting to get called out if she does on her sledgehammer.
As you watch, there's a little planter out front. Looks brand new. Looks like it's like a little wire planter with this kind of mossy sort of bed that kind of holds in all the dirt, and 3 fresh plants that have been planted just in it. Just sitting on the ground in front of this shop, this empty shop. And he kind of just turns and he kind of looks at the planter, and then he just turns back and starts to continue to walk. And as soon as he does, a bright light comes from this planter. And still, you recognize this light. A couple of you do. 2 beams shoot straight up and then go down to the sides, and a large sphere just appears of white. And then as it kind of comes back and vanishes, the street is gone. The front of the building is gone. A couple of the other signage and things are just gone, and half of this Nocturne where the light hit it is gone. It collapses to the ground, and there's a hole down into the sewers. People start screaming and running. What do you do? And again, it was silent. There was no noise.
I look around for any perpetrators, anyone that's like trying to run off.
Don't see anything.
What the hell was that?
That's the thing that happened to the boat. Luckily,
Syl's-
we're on land this time.
Syl's gonna climb up a building and hit the roof, and she wants to see if she can see if the Nocturne that flew to the ferry shows up and maybe where it flies from.
Okay.
GB is looking at the Nocturne to see, since it got sort of half bisected by the sphere, to see what the inside is made of, and as much as possible, sort of study that.
So mostly you cut from the shoulder all down through the majority of the torso gone. So you're looking
head's
more at
gone.
kind of a bisection. Yeah, the head's completely gone. Looking more at a bisection of kind of the hips into the legs and part of the shoulder. And it's kind of gooey for the most part. There's almost like whatever was there, whatever bio matter was there, the body and muscle things, they've been breaking down and turned into some kind of soup, but not, it doesn't smell, it's not rotting, it just feels like it's just kind of soupy. And you see the bone structure there, the bones look perfectly intact. You see that it's kind of, it's not exactly at the hips. The creature that was inside this was medium, but this is an almost 7 foot tall thing. So you see that the bone is actually carried by the structure up a little bit higher than right where the hips would be. So in the hip of the creature is not where the hips of the bones are. They're a little higher than that. So it almost looks like some sort of just suit that kind of carries it, as opposed to it being what it does.
The feet are not necessarily touching
You think
the
feet are
foot of
somewhere-
the armor.
Yeah, you would guess the feet are somewhere just below the knees. Or right around that area. Other than that, the structure, it seems like all the interior sort of layers of this structure look like they all have these arcane runes on them that have been kind of cut and sliced and They look like they designed to slide against each other to be able to do various things.
Do I see any sort of evidence of like runes on them or any sort of magic that's been
There's some
inscribed?
arcane inscriptions on them, but mostly they're being covered by the goo or by each other. But you do see like just hints of them, and you do see some of the mechanical bits kind of up in the shoulder area. It looks like the upper torso is where any mechanics do exist. That's kind of consistent with what you saw before. But
What's
it looks
it
like it's probably
smell like?
less. It smells like, it's hard to describe because it smells like it smells like a kind of brothy sort of like if you just threw meat into a pot and kind of boiled it, and it's not to the point where it goes bad, but it's just kind of got this kind of meaty sort of brothy smell to it. As you're up and looking there close, does anybody else go up with GB to look that close?
I would have been close to GB just to keep him safe.
All right. Anybody else
Yeah.
besides GB? Give me a perception check if you walked up.
Oogie.
I went over towards the house.
14.
Okay, well that's right where the thing was,
11.
right next to the building. You mean the
Okay.
empty building?
Yeah, I went to
empty
the
storefront?
to look into the building because that's where he was looking before it happened.
Got it. Okay, so Lark, if you're looking specifically in there, you would have seen this before that. This is what you guys were
Oh.
getting with your perception check. On the walls inside the building, just on the inside, on one side, right where the sphere barely missed it, there is in kind of reddish paint. There's 4 marks down, and then the one right through.
He'll
No.
the mark of 5 is here again inside.
Can you tell what the paint is made out of?
Can Lark get in
You
without
can kind of
falling
skirt
down,
around the hole and go and get in. Yeah.
or I'll just go through the door? Maybe I don't know.
Well, there is no door anymore. The entire
Okay.
front of the place is missing.
He'll go in and he's gonna just go up to it and investigate.
So you kind of skirt around. It's a fairly deep drop into the sewers as well, so it's a huge hole, almost probably 20 feet in diameter at the widest, which is right at street level. And so you kind of go over and you look up at it. It seems like it's still wet.
I'll smell it.
All right, 1 second.
What does it smell like? The worst question you can ask a DM, other than what is the person's name?
What was the Nocturne's name?
It was Amy.
Oh
They are all Amy.
We are Amy.
Amy
And
1,
we are-
Amy 2, Amy 3.
Her name was Amy Nocturne. Her name was Amy Nocturne. Her name was Amy Nocturne.
That's one.
I don't even know what that's from.
Fight Club.
Really? No, I haven't seen it forever.
His name was Robert Paulson.
Ah,
Yeah.
that one I know. All right. Let's see here. So it's kind of got an earthy smell to it. Smells kind of hard to describe.
Does it look like paint, or what does it look like? Is it runny?
Well,
Is it solid?
You deal with paints. It's
Yeah.
it's fairly. It's not solid. It's wet. You would guess that it's some sort of paint, but the color, the red of it, is not something that you've. Being a paint person, it's not something you're exactly familiar with.
Okay. He's going to take out a piece of paper from his journal and just stick it up
Sure.
against it while it's still wet, and then remove the paper. So he's got a print of it. and wait for it to dry.
Okay, yeah, you got it.
I do not know what it is
Similar
made of.
forward and back.
It is not blood.
Locke, please get out of there. I don't want you to get crushed if the thing falls on you.
Does the building look stable?
Seems okay where it didn't get hit. It didn't take out a large portion of the building. Still, as you're up top and looking around, you don't see the Nocturne come flying out anywhere. You don't see Amy. However, what you do see is 3 or 4 other pillars of light kind of appear throughout the area, throughout Barrel Run.
Guys, it's happening in other places.
Oh, that's not good.
How close is like the next one?
You would say there's throughout the entire stretch of Barrel Run, there's probably 4 others. So you can see them, but they're so bright, this little pillar of light, and tall enough that you can see over it. There's some tall buildings. There's possible there's more happening in other parts of the city, but that's what you can see here.
Syl's lived here for a while. Would she recognize like anything that's specifically getting hit by this?
Nothing you can think of. There's a lot of abandoned buildings on Barrel Run, places that don't have any shops in them just because there's not enough business right now. So it's possible they're all in front of abandoned places, but you're not sure.
Okay.
You had said that this one wasn't abandoned, though, that it was new. There was like some new flowers.
No, only the planter was. It was out of place.
Oh.
The planter itself, was brand new. It was not, aged or anything. It was just very brand new plants, but it was just the planter. The building itself was abandoned. Or at least this unit.
Before it went off, would we have been close enough to see like what kind of flowers were in the planter?
Probably. They were probably just different wildflowers you can easily find around here.
And that planter is gone?
Oh yeah. The planter, the street that was on, the sewers underneath, the building above, all gone.
Where did it seem the
sphere is just missing out of the world now?
Where did the epicenter of the light seem to be? Inside the house? The planter.
You saw it come out of the planter.
Okay.
So a few guards starts heading over, including at this close to this edge. Haley actually is one of them that comes over. They start cordoning off the area.
If there are more, we should go and see if we need to save and hurt anyone. And no one's hurting.
I agree. I mean, no one got hurt with this one, thankfully. Well, except the Nocturne, but that doesn't count. So we should see if there's any town people that got hurt.
Or Nocturnes. This could be a test.
That's true. If it's Nocturnes that got that triggered it all over the area.
It seems more like someone was triggering it for the Nocturnes to get hit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, it worked.
I no longer think that the king's behind the attack yesterday.
I'd like to go look at the other sites.
Okay.
All right, so you guys start running down.
Do the guards let us pass?
Yeah, they're just cordoning off that area. They don't stop you from going anywhere.
Also,
coming in, not
they're well, either way, they're just barely kind of cordoning off just around the building where the hole is, so people don't fall into it. Probably more than anything.
Okay.
They will try to start taking statements. If anybody saw anything, they'll go around. I don't know if you guys, but if you just say, "Oh, I didn't see anything," they're gonna let you go. So it's up to you if you want to make a statement or not.
GB walks up to Haley. Hey,
have you met Haley?
I'm GB.
Oh,
no.
She kind of looks around and, hi, GB. I've heard a lot about you.
Oh, that's probably not great.
No, it's you're talking.
We were
about you.
Well, that's good. walking by, and a sphere of light shot out of the planet was newly constructed.
She pulls out a little notebook and starts writing down what she can hear you saying. So something about a new something,
Sorry.
and then the light out of the brand new. Got it.
Yep, perfect. Mm-hmm.
It's one thing.
Has
There's
Pitt met Haley?
no.
Okay, so another talking. You're not a dog. I'm sorry.
At times,
Starts with an F. I know this one. Feroche.
yes.
Friend.
Okay, all right. You guys know. Never mind. Go ahead.
Why? Pip does not know anybody named Nevermind. Pip knows someone named what?
No, never. Just what do you need to say?
The Nocturne look inside the building, and before the it go up in the light, and
Was that a question?
no,
Oh,
it is
you're
statement.
telling me what happened.
Yes.
Okay, because you made it sound like you were asking me. Never mind. Go ahead.
This is not Pip's first language. Please do excuse.
All right.
There is markings inside the building. The Nocturne seem to see the markings to stop, and then the
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what he
Was it loud?
no.
There wasn't any sound at all.
Has Soxy met Haley?
Nope.
Hey, what color?
Can't hear you. at all.
What color was it? Color?
Right.
It was just a bright white light.
Okay. Scribbles out a little bit more. Thank you. That's very helpful.
Yep. We go to other ones now.
Other one what?
Attacks.
Has Syl met Haley?
No. I'm still
Alright.
high. And
Has
there's
Lark
important
or
stuff.
Primeheart met Haley yet?
No.
I don't
Don't
think
think
any
so.
of us have.
Oh, all right, lovely.
Who Haley is, but
Although you are the four that are very easily stand out, and then the two Goliaths. So you guys are like the 6 people that are easiest of her friends to be like, okay, they're her friends. I got it, no problem. For those that may not remember, Chelsea's character Mari is roommates with Haley. So you guys have she knows at least a little bit about all of you.
She's been written about in the journal, correct?
Yeah.
In the tome, yeah.
Yeah,
we
we
know
know she
any-
exists, but I don't think we have a picture of her or anything.
do we know
Specific-
anything about Haley regarding alliances?
Against regarding what now?
Regarding factions she might be a part of?
I believe that there was something written a few nights ago about her having a Hobbes's tome of transcription.
I want to make sure that was we knew.
Yeah. Not one of the ones in your circle, but she
Right.
does have one. And the understanding is the only people that have them are part of your groups.
And we heard her say to GB, "Oh, I've heard of you."
Yeah, I've heard of you and you're friends with, and then she just says never mind and just goes back to writing.
Okay, so Soxy, I think Haley's only a couple inches shorter than her, so Soxy just leans down a couple
5'11".
inches. Yeah, she's like 2 inches shorter than me. Are you Haley?
Does that include your thingies, your horns, or not?
Probably not.
So, yeah.
Those are probably a couple inches
You're a
taller.
little more intimidating than just 6'1".
Yeah.
Because you got another 4 inches there of horn.
Yeah. Are you Haley?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Oh, all right. So I'm Soxy. She puts out her hand.
She shakes it real quick. Like
It's nice to meet you.
Or one arm, and it's like,
I'm sorry about that. Yeah, we hadn't actually met yet. I think you're friends with Mari, right?
I am on red voice connection now. Can I hear anyone? 1 second. Might just be
It just
hooray for internet thingies.
Just edit this.
Hello?
Hear us?
You can hear me?
Yep.
You.
I can hear every other word from everyone.
Oh, that's bad. Is our sound okay on Twitch?
Yeah, great. All right. I have no idea. Well, no, we're actually late on Twitch right now because something hit my internet because everything comes through me. So whatever I hear is what they hear. Badly right now.
Take a break.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
As we run off to the next incident.
Otto says it's Nightbot. He's gotten all of us.
Yeah, I can't see any of that. There's something bad going on in my end.
Singularity happened, and only Nightbot has come to sentience.
At least it doesn't control trees. Pre-stream or on stream. Otherwise, it makes no sense.
They can't hear you anyway.
All right. I'm going to have the thing start broadcasting our break. I'm gonna let everyone know via chat because we're still not uploaded. So let's go ahead and just go to our break and get that going while we're having issues, so we don't have to deal with it. And we'll go from there.
Oh, that's creepy. I started posting about all hail Nightbot, and then Nightbot posted something.
Let us know when we're out, Logan.
I'm working on it. Sorry.
No worries.
do the